This is Will Aubrey from Murray Sportsnet. My guest this morning is Jeremy Bell, the voice of the Murray High Tigers. And Jeremy, the Tigers are coming off of that game last weekend against Callaway County. Give me the Murray High take on that game.
I think it was more about the missed opportunity. We just couldn't punch it into the end zone. We got down. We opened up the drive, opened the first drive of the game. We took about a little over 6 minutes off the clock. We got a penalty called, which we had a touchdown in the end zone, got a penalty for holding. It got called back, and then we just couldn't score. And that just kind of seemed like the whole game in a nutshell. We just couldn't punch it in. This is 5 quarters. I think we've gone without scoring a touchdown. Yes, I know we got 2 points because of a safety, which was a smart move on Callaway's part if they didn't mean to hike it out of the back of the end zone. But I think it was more about the missed opportunities. And I think that's what they've been focusing on this week is, yes, we know that, Callaway was a good football team. I think, they also know that they just didn't come out fired up. And I think it was just missed opportunities. That's what they're going to focus on. And last year, we had a couple of games where we had missed opportunities that we thought we should have won. This may be one of those games that we look back on the year and think that, we have missed opportunity that we should have won the game. But you know what? It's early in the season. It was a great rivalry. It's fantastic to play that game, a great rivalry. We move on. Callaway played a great game, and Murray's got to move on and play Graves County this week.
The Callaway-Murray game was definitely impacted by the absence of Pager. Do you have any idea when he's coming back?
Will, he's not coming back.
Oh, wow.
He's going to end up missing the whole season. At least that's what I heard Friday night. I think, they had expected him somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 weeks. But if you look on the calendar, 10 weeks, the season is over, unless, the playoffs. But I think the extent of the injury is going to keep him out the whole year, which is a shame. It's sad. He's a senior, but, I think the first couple of games, it's good, you can look back and say, yeah, his injury is going to impact what, the season's going to be. But you know what? If you're Murray High, you got to look on beyond that. But it's kind of a shame the kid's going to be out the whole year. You hate for anybody to get injured, whether it be on Murray, whether it be Callaway, whether it be anybody. You hate for them to get injured, especially if it be their senior year.
Okay, the Tigers play Graves County this weekend. Talk to us a little bit about that game and what you think about the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles are going to throw the football. The Mathis kid at quarterback, he's got a year under his belt. He is a good passer. And I think where Murray struggles a little bit, maybe in their secondary, they've got some young kids back there in the secondary. We've seen that over the last couple of years where we've kind of struggled a little bit there. And if you go back to the Callaway game, the couple of big plays that Callaway had, they were set up because of pass plays, big pass plays, as a matter of fact. So I think that's what Murray is going to have to watch out for. They are a little bigger up front. In years past, Graves County has been huge up front, and Murray has been predominantly huge up front, and we just haven't been able to push them around as much as everybody else. And I think that's going to be a good thing. They have a relatively good running back, not as what they've had in years past. But I do believe that Murray's going to have to stop them in the air before anything. I think it'll be a tough ball game. Graves County was the game last year that I thought, we should have won. One of those games that I thought we should have had back. We could have picked up a victory. So we go there. We play actually at Graves County. That's going to make it tougher for this Murray High bunch. But I do think Murray High is going to get better and better and better and better. And I do think playing the tough schedule that we've played over the last couple of years is certainly going to help us down the stretch.
One thing that surprised me a little bit about Murray in the game against Callaway was how much they threw the football. And they actually did a very good job of it when they were throwing it. They were able to pick out open receivers underneath the Callaway defense. Do you think they might throw it more as the season goes on?
I think so. And I think that really goes down to the freshman quarterback. Last year, the last 2 years, Murray High has had a very good athlete back there in DeJavante Miles. Very good athlete. But he hadn't played quarterback in a long time, if he had ever played quarterback. Had a pretty good arm, but he was more of a guy who could tuck it and run very, very fast before he was going to throw the football. And I think that limited him the last couple of years. But with the freshman quarterback, Hunter Utley, I believe they have a true quarterback back there, a guy who can throw the ball. He's a pitcher, so he's got a good arm. And last week against Callaway, threw the ball much, much better. He has not given his defenders a chance to catch the ball. His receivers are the only ones that he's given a chance to throw the ball. He's been throwing it over the right shoulder or the left shoulder, whichever one the defender's not on. He made some pretty passes. I do look for them maybe to throw the ball a little bit more, and I think it's because they have that true quarterback back there, a guy who's a thinking quarterback as well, and I think that's going to help them. And I think that's one thing you're going to look for over the next few weeks is to be able to throw the football more.